Hello again in a new update. I'm Gosia from Cosmic Agency, and I have a short update for you on our Taygetan communication situation. Well, first of all, the biggest update of all is that right now our main contact, who was Zvaru from from Pleiades, Taygetan, she's no longer in contact with us at the moment. It's very probable that she might come back, but at the moment she had to go back to attend other affairs. She has been, as I explained in a recent updates, she has had some problems with the Federation, who was against her disclosure of some of the information, from what I understand. And it's not necessarily that the Federation was against that, but there were some groups within the Federation that didn't appreciate her such a direct involvement with us and with human affairs. Well, it seems that the Federation has improved her perception of Zvaru's involvement and of Zvaru in general, and they invited her to participate in the council within the Federation, where she'll be working with them, helping and assisting, guiding, offering suggestions with regards to the affairs of Earth, of humans on Earth. Among other people, she has been guiding Asket, for example, who was, I still understand she still is the leader of the Taygetan forces, and Zvaru was this invisible guide behind her role. So she has a lot of wisdom, and she has been recognized. The Federation has invited her to participate. So having said that, she's not going to have so much time to be with us anymore, and she has also other things to do, of course. I hope she will come back. This doesn't mean that our contact is over. It's not over. We actually have received an email from Rachel. Rachel is a sort of a political ambassador between different races, between the Federation and the human Earth, between the Federation and Taygetan, and etc. And important information. Rachel, now this is huge. Rachel is the one who has contacted the President Eisenhower back in the 50s. And with the dates, I'm horrible. So this is huge, because it's the first time in the history since that event that she has shared the information about that event. And Robert, my partner, who has his channel, already has shared the interview, the chat that we had with Rachel regarding that event with Eisenhower, where she explains exactly what happens. There were several meetings with Eisenhower. She explains how they happened, what Eisenhower said, how he reacted, what happened exactly. And it's the first time in the history since that time that they actually share with the humans their side of the story of what happened, because there are a lot of theories floating around, and this is the first time that she has explained actually what has happened. I will share this video with you also, but it's going to come a bit later on. So Rachel, 2 days ago, she has contacted us again, and she's expressing her willingness to keep communicating with us. So thank you very much, Rachel. For me, this is an honor, huge. I can't imagine this is happening, but it's what's happening, and I'm sharing this with you, and you will see from the information that it's pretty incredible. Okay, so Rachel is going to be on one side. Communication will continue through Rachel, but apart from that, they have allocated another Taygetan girl who will be in contact with us and who we already talked to once, and her name is Namaste. Namaste. I have to read this because I can't remember the name very much. Namaste. She has been learning a lot from Zvaru. Zvaru served as her mentor for some time. So a lot of concepts, a lot of ideas that she'll be sharing with us will have resonance with Svaru's teachings, because Svaru was the one that has taught Namaste a lot of things. So through her we will have a sort of a link with Svaru and with her knowledge and with her wisdom. And fun fact, Namaste in Taygetan actually means number 9. Number 9. When I heard that, I told her this is my favorite number. I have 3 favorite numbers: 6, 9, and 11. And 9 is is Namaste. It means Namaste. Well, Namaste means 9. They have also chosen her because she speaks different languages. This way I can communicate with her in English, and Robert speaks with her in Spanish. So I think tomorrow we have another meeting with her, so I'm going to be sharing the information with you also. In today's update, very short, we have actually not talked about much. It was the first reunion with her, so it was like still starting off the engines of the communication. But we have touched on the subject of animals. Animals in Taygetan, in Pleiades, what kind of animals they have, etc. And it is going to link with the video that I already have the material for, and the video is from our Svaru's chats about the Taygetan Pleiadian society, and one of the sectors in that video will be animals, plants, wildlife, and all that. So the details about that will come in a separate video. But here I just want to mention some fun facts about their life. For example, what kind of pets do they have in Taygetan? Well, there are 3 primordial pets. Cats. Yes, they love cats very much. Cats form a big part of their society. Also, they have ferrets. Yes, as pets, ferrets. And a third animal which they have as a pet, which we don't have here on Earth, is an animal called Mogye. Yes, and it's the size of a cat. It actually climbs trees. It's a sort of a bird. It hatches from the egg, and it has colorful feathers all over. So yes, they eat fruit. They eat fruit, and they can get quite crazy over getting fruit. But they do like being around humans. So sometimes you can have them around their shoulders here, around the neck, and it's kind of like a colorful scarf. So they have these 3 principal pets. And now another fun fact. They don't have dogs. They don't have dogs. Dogs is actually a human invention. All these different breeds and mixes. It's something that actually occurred on Earth. So they do have all kinds of canines, wolves, and all kinds of wild canine-like animals, but they don't have dogs, which for me breaks my heart, because I'm a dog person. I have 2 dogs myself, so I can't even imagine living without a dog. I actually asked her, Svaru, a long time ago, what would happen if in theory, let's just fantasize for a moment, if I go to your planet, could I bring a dog? Could we actually import dogs to your planet? And well, actually, import maybe not, but yeah, I could bring one. I would have to be very careful because their wildlife is different, and it also would have to go through their a kind of customs, because over there they also have some kind of a galactic customs, so it would have to go through that. Having said that, because I told her, why don't you import the idea of dogs? I mean, this I explained to them both yesterday to Namaste and before to Svaru that they are amazing companions. They are loving and so loyal, and they can sense when you feel sad. They come and comfort you. They are your best friend. So why not? Because actually many ideas get imported from here to there. Now, another fun fact. Some time ago I talked to a Taygetan girl. Her name is Aneka. I already made a video with Aneka about the Matrix. The title was More About 3D Matrix, where I invited Aneka to participate. So Oneka is a fun girl. She loves to smile and laugh and party, and she's very happy, and she loves to dance. So she saw a YouTube video, yes, because they see YouTube videos, they follow our affairs more closely than we can imagine. So she saw a girl dancing with lights on her shoes, and she loved that idea, and she imported that idea, and now she's doing the same. She dances with the lights with her shoes. It gets her all happy. So many ideas get imported. There are cross-cultural exchanges between races, and also from our races. They get ideas from our races. So I propose to anybody who is watching me, any ET that is watching me right now, I think it would be very convenient and very helpful and amazing to import a magnificent creature such as a dog to your culture. How about that? Now, another animal that they don't have is a horse. They don't have horses. They also don't have giraffes, they don't have crocodiles and other animals. Some animals that we have, they don't have, and vice versa. And another important thing, they don't ride their animals. They don't ride animals. They have a smaller version of a horse, a wild version of a horse, but it's like smaller. But they don't ride them. They don't ride any animals. Some of the animals that they have, which we don't have, she says, flying lizards that glow in the dark. Interesting. Many of the animals that we have here, which they don't have, for example, they have come here. Well, they have been seeded. The seeding has been taking place, and it's not something that just happened in the past. It continues to happen, and it happens all the time throughout the galaxy. The seeding of different races. All the interstellar races are vegan. They don't eat meat. Only regressive, negative races consume meat, including human meat. Now, I will share with you the detailed video about the wildlife, about the Taygetan society. This is just a short summary of some points. But I did ask Svaru some time ago, and I can share with you a little bit about that. I asked her some more metaphysical questions about animal affairs. For example, I have always been against the fact that some animals here hunt other animals. I'm completely against this state of things. I don't understand why it has been designed this way, why this needs to be. It breaks my heart when I watch these documentaries and I see the lion going after the deer. It's just horrible for me. So I asked her why does this happen, and well, she explains, Varu, a long time ago, from what I remember, well, it's just that it's a progression of a state of consciousness, of a survival mode to the higher mode of consciousness. The animals are still in that way, still in this 3D kind of a mentality, and they go after other animals, not just to eat, but to take a vital force, a life force from the other animal, because their ego, their identity is just beginning to shape. They see themselves as a you, me versus yourself. So the only way to kind of survive would be to take a life force from another being. They don't see another being as an extension of themselves that they should respect. So this is one of the reasons, and actually this also happens in a 5D world. There are creatures that consume and go after other creatures. So it's just the way it is. When you progress in your evolution of consciousness, then you start to realize that another being is a part of the creation, and you are the reflection of that other being. We are all one, and this begins to happen in a higher 3D. So many races who are actually still animals, like for example Urma, who are cat race, and even Alpha Dracos, they have they still have animal traits. They are basically animal race, but their consciousness progressed and advanced to the level where they can respect the existence of another being, and they managed to solve this consumption of other species problem by simply consuming other things. They have managed to learn to feed themselves in a different way. Even though, and this is interesting, even though Urma and Alpha Dracos, they still have sharp teeth, from what I understand. They still have sharp teeth, but their consciousness advanced to the level that they just have decided to respect other species. So all the species, all the races are vegan in the universe. This is interesting. Now, I also asked Svaru some time ago about animal suffering, now that we are on the topic of animals, and I will address the topic of suffering also in a separate video. It's going to be all about suffering, why do we suffer, etc. But I asked her, why do the animals suffer? Because I understood from the video, from the information, that it's law of attraction, manifestation, frequency, resonance, and all other different reasons behind the concept of suffering. But why do animals suffer? Does the law of attraction also apply to them? Why? And in brief, in a summary, law of attraction includes everything, and it includes everybody, because it's a frequency, resonance. So from the best information that they have gathered, which by the way, they don't have the answers to everything, but from the best information they have gathered, it is simply a matching frequency. Every event, not just objects, but event, is a frequency. Every situation is a frequency. So if you find yourself in a specific situation, it's because you have been a match on a frequency level to that situation, among other reasons probably why the situation could happen. So it's the same with the animals. It's matching frequencies. The universe is all, it includes everything, it's one. So if it's wholeness, it includes everything, even apparent or not so apparent suffering. Doesn't recognize between the good and evil. These are all dualistic concepts and interpretations of events. But from the level of the universe, there is no right and wrong. And also interestingly, she mentioned the example of the mouse and the rat. And she says, when you look at the mouse, oh sorry, not the mouse and the rat, the mouse and the cat. When you see the cat chasing a mouse, what you are looking at is you are looking at your own past happening simultaneously as everything happens at the same time. So you are just looking at your own past, at yourselves, basically. Well, more of these subjects will be discussed in detail in the following videos. I am going to publish, the next video will be an important video. It's going to be about how to raise our frequency, because a lot is being talked about frequency and the necessity to raise our awareness and frequency and all that. So what does it actually mean, and how practically can we raise our frequency? I will talk about this. Well, I will not talk about this. It will be Svaru. It will be older Svaru's article, because by the way, Svaru is gone for now, but I have a lot more videos that I have published in my Spanish channel that I still have to publish in the English channel. So quite a lot more videos to come. And in the process, I'll be sharing with you the updates, the regular updates about what's happening right now. Like for example, now that we have a new contact with Namaste. Well, I think this is all for now. Thank you very much for watching. I'm very excited to see what's more in store in the future, present, past, as it's all happening at once. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much. Bye.